Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Crazy Football Show on YouTube. It is the Four Horsemen of the Toon. It is Monday night. It's 8 o'clock. It's us again. John is still trying to figure out how to work his lights and everything like that. So if you're wondering what he's doing, looking away, he's either typing on his phone or he's trying to fix his light. John, you look fine there. Everybody can see you, mate.
Thanks, man.
I didn't need bother.
Thank you.
Right, just before we start the show tonight, the guys know I received one of these comments last week after the show, which really pissed me off beyond belief. I'm going to show it on screen now, and I'm going to read it out because I want everybody to see it. It's a regular troller of ours, so it's pathetic, but I'll show you anyway. This is what it says. From a Barry Mitchinson, who says, I really don't see John even getting any of your so-called racist jokes and sexist shit. Look at his face. He laughs for 2 seconds, then straight face. Cut out the fucking race gay jokes. Fucking boring. Even Baz has stopped most of his jokes this week. Barry, you must have had an off week, son. But
I must have.
To Mr. Mitchinson, up yours, right? Simple as that, because this show is for banter and jokes and fun. That's what it's all about. If you don't like it, sort off and watch the fishing YouTube channel or something like that. Something with somebody with a fishing rod on the bank, whatever you want to do. This Monday night show is unique. It's different to any other show on this channel, probably on YouTube, and that's what it's for. It's to give everybody a hell of a laugh to start the week with. 99.9% of the comments that I get about the show are positive, how it's cheered everybody up and made everybody laugh. That's what it's all about. But John, I just want you to comment on that, about because he's bringing the race card into it every single time he comments.
Look, can I just make this clear, guys, and the viewers, okay? Point just to them, it's banter, it's fun. Listen, I've got a sense of humour, and
exactly,
I got one mind, you know what I mean? But listen, at the end of the day, it's just banter, it's fun, and I've got a good spirit, I've got good humour, good sport, and look, at the end of the day, it takes a lot to upset us. Let's be real about it. But if it gets a lot, I'll let you know. Well, I will let you know, but it's fun, so I'm enjoying it, man.
Thing is,
new promise are.
We're all good mates. We're all having a laugh together. It's just like four mates in a pub having a laugh, to be honest. And that's what it's all about. It just so happens that people on YouTube get to watch it, get to have a laugh alongside us. To be fair, we're all taking hits lately, to be honest. It's not just John. So would it be the same if John was a white man? I don't think so. He's trying to bring the race card in and spoil it for everybody else. But you carry on, Baz, Mr. Mitchinson, and fuck off to your fishing channel. Anyway, tonight, I just want to start the show. Barry has got a story which I think is going to shock the world, but, he's been itching to get this in. But I just have to... This comment is the very first comment on the show tonight. And it's there. Thomas says, all right, lads, have a good show. My niece thinks John looks like RuPaul. Now, RuPaul... I mean, I'm sorry, but that is brilliant. That is a quality lookalike. Absolutely brilliant. So you know what it is? Fantastic work, Thomas. Your niece gets a 5-star from the Four Horsemen teller because that is a belter. Right. Before we go into any comments, because I see the usual, Judy's in the house, lads. Unfortunately, Chippers isn't here tonight because he's in Ann Summers' window again, but we will be coming on to a little bit of football as well, talking about the Man City game and the games coming up. But Barry, the stage is yours, my friend.
Yes. So, guess where I was on Saturday?
Ann Summers?
No, I was at John and Joe Linton's house.
Right.
Having a lovely, lovely evening together. This is for you, Barry Mitchell, by the way, because I am up in my game tonight. So me and John and Joe were having a few drinks and that, and we decided, let's play some games. So decided to play one of my favourite games ever, Yahtzee. I don't know if you've ever played Yahtzee. I love it, mate. You know, rolling a few dices and that, getting a good score. Coming near the end of the night, I decided I need to go to the toilet, so I walk away. All right. I come back in the room and I could not believe my eyes, right? John was on all fours, both of them naked. Joe Linton was bending over the Yahtzee board, farting out the dice while he was being ranked up. Right? The fifth dice came out. Joe Linton screamed Yahtzee and shot his load over John's face. I was like, what the hell is going on, man? I'm like, come on, guys. Can we not leave that till I leave? He was like, oh, right, yeah, sorry. So, he cleaned them off.
Oh.
Right, we total up the scores.
Oh,
I won,
God,
obviously, because it's my favourite game. I always win.
Yeah.
But John and Joe Linton tied. So we had to have a tiebreaker, didn't we? And you know where this is going.
I really don't
So,
know.
They decided the only way to decide who is going to get second place was to find out who's got the largest asshole.
Oh, my God. Hell. Jesus, Barry.
And I had to be the adjudicator.
Right.
So, first of all, John's on all fours. My arm had to go up. And then I had to measure it. So I did.
What, like you giving birth to a cow?
Oh, God. It got up there. It was up there. So I mark it down. My second one, I'm getting into Joe Linton. I thought, while I'm up there, I might as well fix whatever his problem is when he gets in the box. He drops his arse, doesn't he? So I'm fixing that. And then I look to the right and I look at the window and all I can see is Chippers, Judy and Archer linked arms wanking each other off.
Oh, my God.
I'm thinking, Barry. Jesus Christ, what is going on tonight?
Nah.
So I mark them down and here's the results. Joe Linton has the biggest anal canal. So Joe Linton is the winner. Now, because Joe Linton won, he asked me to do something nice for John. Okay. He wanted to have his undying love on camera, on live. Alexa, play song. No, Alexa. It's fucked it up. Alexa, stop. So, I'm going to get it on for you guys. This is John's undying love for John. For one night only, that will be my scream.
Dear God.
Oh, man.
Oh, Barry. Seriously. I think that is absolute belter. What's the song, by the way, going to be? Unchained Melody by any chance?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I had it
that's
saved,
brilliant.
Ready to start, and it didn't bloody play.
I actually worry where your mind has gone, Barry. Simple as that. Right, we'll rattle through a couple of quick ones. God. Oh, shit. Oh. Tom says, question for John. Have you been practicing Joe Linton penalty shootouts in your back garden?
Probably not.
Judy says, waits like a trapdoor spider. Joe Linton hit that penalty like it was John's ring piece. Oh, dear me. Paul says it's going to be another Ryan and Paul Lovin when we hear all about the Geordie Statham. Hello. Or will we just see Ashley and Charlie's love child like normal? Fuck you. By the way, if you're wondering about the Geordie Statham, Ryan, the Canadian lad on my fan forum last week, compared me to Jason Statham. I'd just like to just congratulate him on that. Thank you very much. Ryan, Chelsea fan, question for Paul and friends. With the transfer window opening soon, are you not worried Mike Ashley will sell some of your key players for his own pocket because the Premier League is holding back his money? We will come on to that, actually, Paul, because we will be discussing some kind of football very shortly. Paul says ASM will definitely be sold, and I wouldn't be surprised at Dubravka either. Ryan says breaking Harry Kane puts in a transfer request. Spurs won't get 120 million for him now. Chelsea are already in contact. Get it done, Roman. Haaland is staying at Dortmund. Harry Kane is wanting to buzz off out of Tottenham, which we knew was coming. He's not going to. He's going to want. Well, he's definitely going to want some kind of trophies, or at least compete for them, isn't he? Evening, Trolls. Judy saying hello to Trolls, and there's undoes top button of Gene, says Andy. Yeah. Evening, everyone. Got a ticket to the Sheffield game. I am absolutely buzzing. Look at you, Thomas. Unfortunately, I didn't even put in for one myself, but never mind. Kevin says, comments coming in already. So is the excitement. 17 tuning in. They ain't even started yet. Judy in already. Ryan, a Chelsea fan. Oh dear, season could all go tits up. Big game against Leicester and then MC. Right. Thoughts on the Manchester City game? We'll just briefly touch on because obviously, you know, we've Barry. I can't get seriously. My eyes get hurt when I look at your background now. Yeah, Baz, we'll start with you. What were your thoughts on the game?
Better than I expected, to be fair. I kind of said we would win. I did put 20 quid on it because I just thought, you know, you never know. The odds were good. 8-1 I got. We went 1-0 up. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? And the inevitable happened, though, didn't it? John Joe Shelby caught Mark to save his life. That young lad comes on, got a hat-trick. I thought we deserved the point at least. We did get outplayed and outclassed, as you expect with any Man City team, regardless of how many changes were made. I'm just proud of the boys that they give it a good go, which is what we want. That's what we want to see.
Yeah. People come on to your second. Andy says, Judy, what are you wearing? That's a very personal question to Judy tonight.
There's no chippers to fight over, though, is there?
and then he goes on to say, whatever it is, it's too much. And then Judy says, grabs baseball back your blood. Dave says, hi, everyone. Hang on. It's going to be a blast. Too right, it is. Kevin, you tell him, Judy. Jules, buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride, said Julian to John. John replied, your rod will keep me safe. Peter, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, well, just before Chippers did send me something which he wants to show. So, oh, my word. Can anyone see that?
What does it say?
I can't see. I can't read the writing.
You can't read the writing.
When John took his pants off for the first time and Joe Lynn with a shock face.
Oh, my God. Dear me. Go on, then,
on with the game. I thought we did very well. Attacking-wise, I thought we really give them a go. The letdown in the game was our defending. If you give Man City players who are riddled with quality 9 times out of 10, they're going to tuck them away. And unfortunately, we made them do that. That was the thing. But wasn't disappointed with the performance. It was the defending. I mean, ball watching again. How many times have I said this over and over again? I think we've been one of the worst teams to ball watch this season.
Oh, God.
And we've conceded so many goals that we shouldn't have. There's goals in there we could have easily not conceded. But
it happens all the time. It's happened all season. It really has. Kendall says, evening, folks. 3-4 against the cup winners. Not too shabby. Not cup winners. No, not the cup winners. They are the league winners. Imagine
they did win the Carabao Cup.
Well, fair enough. Imagine the score with Wilson and a half-decent manager. Lee says, Joe Linton popped into the studio to keep Paul and John busy. Okay. Smash the like button, says Judy. You better do what she says. Luke says, evening, guys. Love the theme tune music. What do you think of that, Baz? Was it more, you know...
It was beautiful.
Yes. You know, that tune used to sort of go on before we came on to play ice hockey. The lights went out and the spotlight used to shine on when we came on, and that music used to start. It was tremendous. Shamar, the Man City fan, says hello. Sorry?
Saying, John, get off your phone. I can see him.
Yes, John, we have a bone to pick with you because, again, last week after the show, I went on Twitter, and yet again, there's loads of tweets from you that have gone out during the 2 hours that you're on live. Your attention to this show is disgraceful at times.
Right, sir.
All these sponsorships that we've got you through this show, and you go and do that to us all the time with your bloody, you know, off the field gangster rapping or whatever you do. Andy says, did anyone else stand up and salute during the intro? Well, you could if you want. Hey, all, John needs a green screen too. Yes, he does, but if he ever figures out how to use a light, it might help. He was in the Premier Inn earlier on before we actually started, but he's moved. Paul says, hey, Pete, glad to see your tan has calmed down a bit.
Yeah, if anyone didn't see that, I had the 2 lights in front of us shine right on us, and it looked like I was on a sunbed or something.
On a sunbed. On a sunbed for about 3 weeks, non-stop. Peter was a slight glow, shall we say. He was very... He had a lovely glow to him. Evening Trolls. Kendo says, who's the new guest who's replaced John? I don't know, Kendo. I'm not sure. All I know is he's got his ribbed jumper on ready to go tonight. I know that much. Tom says, do you think Maximin will leave in the summer? Roma interested in signing him. What do you think of that, John? With there is rumours of a 40 million offer going to come in from Roma.
Well, Roma's got a new owner, as you well know. It's well documented. And Fonseca is going to leave at the end of the season. Jose Mourinho is taking over the club. And it definitely makes some changes. Now, according to Corriere dello Sport in Italy, based in Rome, I think they're quite serious about getting this guy. And for £40 million, I think to them could be a good signing. But I think we probably need more than that. But probably about 50 maybe seals the deal. But listen, if he comes to Serie A sort of thing, I think he'd do okay. I mean, one thing I will say, I don't think Jose likes Mkhitaryan because of his work rate, and he doesn't like his attitude a bit when he was at Man United. But I think it does not look good. If he gets rid of Mkhitaryan, and to be fair to him, I think Mkhitaryan's doing fantastic at Roma. He's got, 12 goals this season? He's done okay. And for me, I think I don't want ASM to go. I really don't. But he should give us one more season or wait for the takeover to happen. If the takeover happens, I think he'll stay.
Well, it'll be very interesting, but I have a feel, a lot of people are saying, no, we don't want him to go. It all boils down to one man who just seems to love money, and that's Mike Ashley. And I could just see him selling them just to kick one last boot in the balls to the Newcastle fans, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the summer. Judy says, seriously, John, Pete, Paul and Bazza, if I'm ever upset, I'm always willing to apologise unless it's to Joe Linton. Kevin says, Mr. Mitchinson, fuck off. We're having a laugh. Now go and do the washing up. T-Bone says, even lads, keep up the good work. Love the show. Andy says, hi, Mitch. Fuck off. John's our favourite. Don't feed the trolls. Which way to the fishing channel? I'm not feeding them really. I'm just basically exposing them for the troll he is, and it's just I just wanted everybody to show what a twat the man is. Basically, Michael says, I'm sure if John was that offended, he wouldn't be on the show or your mates. Don't get why people can't watch something else if they're not happy watching this. Exactly. And that's what we always say. Don't like it, you don't have to watch it. YouTube's not there. It's not like you can't click off it if you don't enjoy something. Yep. Barry. Not you, Barry. You know the other Barry. Thomas says, Barry Mitchinson, like my arse, says this is the best show in history. John looks even sexier with the lights on, says Kendo. Oh. John, I think she's wanting you to get up and have a little dance in front of the camera, son, just to get your hips moving again. Dieting? Jesus Christ.
There's no on you.
Barry is a sanctimonious prick. Not you, obviously, Barry. We're talking about the troll. You're known as Baz. Would love to see his bravery away from the safety of his mum's basement. Exactly. Josh says, Mitchinson finds the naked yoga on YouTube educational. Kevin said, well said, John. You're a great sport. Good man. Michael says, John's got the ribbed condom back on. Sorry, Jumper. Joe Linton must have an STD. He doesn't want to catch. Geordie, don't even Stephen. Had a comment from him myself on a video. I had to block him. I haven't blocked him just to piss him off, really. Paul says, is John wearing that top because it's ribbed for Joe Linton's pleasure? John, you always...
I was thinking that, John, are you going to put your hood up and like dive into him?
Oh, God. You know what it is? John, you really do something. Peter, why are you staring off into space, man? What are you seeing?
Oh, nothing.
He was Did you see Peter there for the last 30 seconds?
I'm thinking, what the hell?
Oh, dear. Lee says, who's going to have the first toilet flush noise tonight? That'd be very interesting. I think John moved rooms because the toilet stuck again with condoms, so he had to move rooms. The flush wasn't going off properly. Jules says, splatter film for John and Joe Linton as a documentary from a sewage plant. I swear Bazza is the guy I see at the gangbangs in Jesmond.
Why has he not come over and high-fived us?
Exactly. I mean, is there anything you want to tell us, Baz, about gangbangs in Jesmond?
It's a long way to go.
Well,
I don't live in York, but yeah.
Well, exactly. It's out in the area. That's why you get away with it.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Yeah. Mark says, John takes much of the flack on this show, and he's a fantastic sport to take it the way he does. If he was to say stop, then I'm sure it would. I, for one, think this is his show. Of course it is. It's just, we're four mates in a pub. Simple as that. Just with no beers in front of us. Andy says, smash the like button like Kraft's index finger bangs off the back of Barry's throat while Emil's riding the socks off him. Oh!
Whoa.
Dave says, good God, Barry. Your comments about your story now. Holy crap, Barry, I just spat my coffee out. It's more like John, Joe Linton and Barry were making the human centipede. Jay says, John's face. Yeah, I mean, John's face on that Barry's background is an absolute picture there. Like, Barry just topped everything Chippers or Judy ever said. Speaking of Judy, I hear Simon Jordan sold Crystal Palace for £1 because that's how much it cost to keep his mum off the game for an evening. Judy. Oh my God! She's getting stuck in straight away. Lol, Bazza, you're brilliant, mate. Bazza at Ghost. Mark says the best show to watch on a Monday evening. I enjoy. Keep the good work, lads. Thanks, Mark. Rob says every time PT spits out his drink, it's like Joe Linton when he spits out John's massive load. Oh no! No! My goodness me! Oh, the sickness feelings creeping in already. Here we go. God, we've got so many comments, guys. Warren says, good evening, lads. Hope you're well. What a crazy game against City. Not often we score 3 and don't win. What do you reckon results to be in the final 2 games? Well, if you hang on till the end of the show, you'll find out. Because we play 2 games before we're back on air. Brilliant, Barry, says Warren. Mark says, nice to see Proudlock has been replaced with Lee Charnley live from his director's box tonight.
So Charlie, fuck you, up yours.
Happy Feet says we should get Willock for their asking price. Now, we don't know what his asking price is. You know, everyone's banding around 30 million now, possibly even 40. I mean, to be fair, I think if it went to £30 million, he'd be worth every penny, Peter.
Absolutely. And would she get this deal done? I mean, stop hanging around. Otherwise, other clubs will end up coming in from as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if another club was to get him before we do. As you mentioned, Paul, we should be the first club in there to get his signature. Pay the money.
It is worrying, though, isn't it? Because you know there's going to be some good teams coming in. Barry seems to have lost the plot again. What's going on, Baz?
Oh, you need to see Twitter. Someone's apparently I'm the bag man from Money for Nothing. I've never seen the movie, but it does actually bear a very good resemblance.
Bloody hell! Christ almighty, it really does. I think he's got a bit more hair than you, Buzz.
Oh,
I meant that.
Because you maybe shave it off.
Well, yeah. Well, you came up with the idea.
I know, I'm stupid.
Judy said, I just finished reading Catherine Cookson's The Long Corridor. There's another Geordie lass writing about Joe Linton's colon. Oh, my God. Tom says, John, have you been using Colgate toothpaste recently?
Every day.
Jesus, they are bright tonight, though, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? They are.
I'll tell you what.
The elevator is good.
Give away. If your torch filled in the dark, you'll be able to see. Kevin says, I've heard Steve Bruce is up for an MBE for his good performance this season. Think about it, MBE. Monumental Bell End. Which is starting to become my catchphrase, apparently, but hey-ho. People have so much to say about City's owners, but it was so heartwarming to see them giving a homeless man a chance between the sticks against Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, Barry, what did you make of that? Because, I mean, I said on my review that he actually looked older than Dracula at one stage. I mean, honestly, what I was disappointed about from that match was the fact that we didn't pepper him with shots. You know, really get some shots on him and high up as well, make him dive around. Because by the time he took the buckles off his wheelchair and jumped up, the goal. You know what I mean?
The thing is, it wasn't much of a risk, was it? Because you got to get the ball off City first so you can have a shot.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, yeah.
And he did save a penalty, so fair play to him.
Yeah, I know.
It was a crap penalty as well.
Well, I'm not too sure it was. I mean, it was a bit close to the keeper, but he hit it with pace. And Carson was diving over it and got his hand down to it. So, anyway, he scored. It doesn't matter. I just don't know why it's a different penalty taker. I mean, for me, Joe Linton scored the first. Joe Linton took the second.
I think because he won it and it was 5 in a row and he's the youngest player to ever do it. So I think he wanted to.
Could you honestly see Algeria giving up the ball like that to say, "Oh, there you go, Joe. You've got 5. You're going to score 5 in a row. There you go. Have the ball. I don't want to take the penalty." You know.
But we all know how loving Joe Linton is. Remember, the evidence is there.
No. John does. We're not so sure.
Well, I just because I've got the arm.
You should have took it.
I've got the arm.
Oh my God. Andy says, Barry, that pick man certainly. Oh God Almighty, Andy, hey, man.
Chippers is that bad. He's
Andy, as if we need to know that.
He must be knackered by 10 o'clock, you know, every Monday by the time we finish the show. He must be knackered. I mean, he'll have vibration, white finger in his right hand. He'd been going that much. Jesus
this is why
Christ.
When Chippers always says, I'm learning from the master, he fucking wishes.
Yeah, good point. Ryan says 26 degrees here in Canada today. Lucky git.
Wow.
It was 5 degrees last week in his dungeon, apparently. So he had a dead polar bear on his head as well. It was bizarre. Fan Jason Statham. Oh, you cheeky twat. Jason Statham, more like David Jason. Well, aren't you a pleasant person, fan, you twat? Judy says, please forgive me for this next comment.
Oh, no, I'll never forgive you. Come on, hit me.
I can't. It's not there though. It must be further down because obviously there's other comments come in. Paul says, an impossible wank. Dominic says, just want to remind you, John, you are loved by Joe Linton. Irfan, is John wearing his ribbed shirt because Big Joe scored twice on Friday?
He scored once, by the way.
That's right.
I bet he scored 5 times.
Oh no! Once on the pitch, 4 times in the. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. I'm rehearing that.
Shutting the door.
All right. Tom says full-time Bournemouth won Brentford 0 championship playoffs.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's going to be.
I've heard some worrying news if Bournemouth come up that they'll be in for Matt Ritchie.
Yeah, I think Ritchie's on his way anyway, mate. I really do. I think
he's only on his way if Bournemouth are promoted because he'll only go to Bournemouth. He won't leave Newcastle for another club. So if Bournemouth don't come up, we'll be keeping him. So we'll want Bournemouth to lose.
Dominic says, poor John. Thomas says, Paul, I hear your favourite yogurt is the Cleveland Steamer flavour. Peter and John gave the biggest spoonful of Cleveland Steamer flavour yogurt. That is why they scored. That's sick.
You do realise you don't eat a Cleveland Steamer. It's on your chest, right? It doesn't. You don't eat it. It's the smell of it. It's like, come on, guys. That's disgusting.
Baz, seriously, man. We don't need a dictionary listing of what a fucking Cleveland Steamer is. You know what I mean? Judy says, I hear Mike. Oh, here it is. I hear Mike Ashley bought the team some RAPE whistles after seeing what John did to Joe's ass. When Brucey saw the Man City team sheet, he blew them all so hard, people thought he was a steam train.
Oh, fuck, I'm done.
Seriously, Judy, these get worse. Honestly, I don't know where to go with that. I really don't. Tom says, with Newcastle safe in the league now, do you think we should give some youngsters a run out for the next 2 games? I doubt very much that they're going to, John, because some of the youngsters aren't even fit, which is crazy. Some are on loan, and Bruce is very reluctant to play them anyway because he wants to try and beat that points total.
He can't beat Rafa's points total. He can only match it.
It doesn't matter where we finish. It doesn't matter where we finish now. We're safe, and that is it. But for me, I've definitely seen the youngster come out and have a go. I mean, Matty Longstaff gets Sean Longstaff back. Andy Carroll should play for the last time at home.
Ooh, I've heard some naughty things about him.
I do not think that, like you said, Paul, I don't think Bruce would do that because he's so reluctant to play the younger player sort of thing. Yeah. All he does, he's so stuck in the time with this guy. Do you know what I mean? We want to see something different. We want to check and say change for formation 4-2-3-1 and just go out and enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean? Let them play. Take the handbrake off. But he's still got to play the same players again and the same formation. Do you know what I mean? And we're safe now. Just go out, enjoy, have fun, and that's what's our route. But I just don't think he's going to do it, Paul.
He's been told from the hierarchy, though, that every place means an extra 4 million. So he's been told he has to play strongest team and win as many points as he can to get as high
all about the money.
Yeah,
it's not about the kids, it's about the money. Simple as that. Yeah. Guys, we're over 100 people watching again tonight, so thank you very, very much. If you are enjoying the show, please do smash that like button tonight. It does help grow the channel. And also, if you're new to the channel and you're really enjoying what you see, have a look around the channel at the other shows as well. And please do consider subscribing. And obviously, super chats are there for any donations if you're feeling generous. But that is up to you. But thank you in advance for everything. The other guys' channels will be down in the description below, but they're on the screen there. PD Proudlock is his channel. Bazzatees NUFC is his. John Sinclair is...
John Sinclair.
Well, you just put John Sinclair in and everything will come up about John.
Stay away from the Joe Linton stuff.
Yeah, don't put anything into the search bar at Google. I mean, put it in the search of YouTube and you'll find him. Happy Feet says the Carabao Cup is the FA Cup for teams who aren't good enough. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Linton has excredited. Oh, God almighty. Oh. Really? All right, Andrew, hope you're well, mate. Baz of that picture. I don't think anyone's going to get over that for a bit of a word for a long time. Historically, football. I don't want to talk about football or soccer. It's football. Kendo says, if Paul is Jason Statham, what are the action film heroes for the other 3 horsemen? Right, well, we'll let you guys answer that out there. That's a good question, Kendo. So everybody that's watching, let's have a laugh with this one. So I've been... linked to Jason Statham. I'm not too fussed about that. I'm quite happy about that. So, which action hero does Peter Proudlock look like, Barry look like, and John Sinclair look like? Put them in the comments and we'll read them out when we get there. So, whatever sort of... They have to be action heroes, not superhero. Action heroes, similar to what Jason Statham does. So, whoever Peter, Barry, and John look like, put them down in the comments. 50 million, no less for ASM. I'm sorry, I don't think it's worth 50 million pound at the minute. That's my opinion. I think if he had a finishing a product at the end of everything, then fair enough. I would say yes, but at the minute, it's all right, fancy flicks and things like that. But you've got to be a bit more clinical. I mean, we'll come on to Miggy in a minute as well. Andrew says ASM.
I was a bit disappointed with ASM at the weekend.
So was I.
Yeah.
ASM is gone. Sorry, guys, but he's not going to turn down Mourinho. If we actually get a takeover, would you sign Dele Alli? I would.
I don't think he'll leave Spurs now.
I don't. I think he's getting his feet back under the table there, isn't he?
Especially with Harry Kane going.
Well, the money they get for Harry Kane, the fans will demand some big signings there, without a doubt. Irfan says, why does Paul look like he's been smacked in the face with a Brazilian sausage? Cheer up.
I didn't realise Joe Linton was round at your house, Paul.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, Jesus. Irfan's full of fun tonight, isn't he? Eh? He's full of fun, Irfan, tonight, isn't he? Jesus.
Yes.
Nathski, good evening. According to reports, John was spotted whispering something in Joe Linton's ear before he took his penalty. I'm no weatherman, but you can expect more than a few inches tonight if this goes in. Brilliant. At Kendo, John is Dwayne Johnson. So John and Paul are basically in the Hobbs and Shaw movie. Hey, that's not bad, John. Me and you off to Hollywood, son.
I think, I'll tell you what, though. Get the contract done. We'll know you.
Yeah, definitely. Andrew says, you guys missed a good signing in Kmart Roof, by the way. I'd love to see him in England set up. Genuine poacher. I like Kmart Roof. I've seen quite a lot of him this season. He's a very good player. Judy says, rumour has it that Sunderland are nervous about playing tougher teams in the Championship. Manager Lee Johnson has said it would be like parachuting naked into a forest of dildos. A forest of dildos? I mean, why? Irfan said, did Big Joe avoid taking the second penalty to save himself from John? Oh, God. Ryan says, you think Steve Bruce got bored of kebabs and chips and gravy? I can guarantee you he came to Canada to eat protein and... Will you stop talking French? Honestly, I don't get what French... Poitiers or tourtière.
What are the poutine and...
You know what? It's probably just a posh name for jelly.
It's probably a posh name for a penis, to be honest with you.
Oh, Barry, seriously. I don't think John's wearing any trousers tonight after seeing Barry's background.
It's a pie.
Why don't you just say pie, Ryan? You know, like, you speak proper English. You Canucks, man, honestly.
Well, he is
Canucks.
Canadian, though, isn't he?
Yes. Andy says, I watched Paul and Jade after the match and there was loads of negativity. Considering we had just put 3 past the best team in Europe, first time they have conceded 2 in the first half this season. Yes. No, Andy. No, actually, it wasn't negative. What we were doing was just constructively saying how we could have actually gone and won that game rather than just sit back and defend. Now, you know, yes, we scored 3 goals against Manchester City's reserves. Fine. You know, having said that, though, we conceded 4 abysmal defensive goals. Again, we should have won the game. We should have. And we should have gone at them a bit more. But we were knackered on our feet again after 60 minutes, you know, because the team isn't fit enough. It wasn't negative. It was just putting points forward that will hopefully Steve Bruce will realise for next season. So get back on your bloody wind turbines.
Can I just comment on that as well, Paul, right?
Yes, John.
Said Andy's comment sort of thing, right? But the 4 goals conceded, right, were just poor defending. And that needs to be fixed up in the summer as well. If they don't get that defence fixed up in the summer, we could be in more trouble. So 62 goals conceded, right?
Yep.
This season up to now. That is absolutely shocking.
It's the same as Sheffield United.
Is that
that deflected goal? The deflected goals for the equaliser.
You have to open their eyes a bit, and just wake up and swallow reality and get to reality and say that our defence are not good enough. Our midfield needs fixing up as well. That could be a cracking signing, but we
know the midfield.
He's going to play 3 midfield. One's going to be a destroyer, like a Chet Toyota type player. One's got to have the energy, like Joe Willock. And the other person's got to be the pass of the ball. Unfortunately, Shelby's done. He could be on this way. And
he can't go into next season playing that 3 in midfield. He just can't.
Just can't do it. Can't do it, Paul.
Kevin says, fucking hell, thought your teeth were white tonight, John. That new light makes him look even brighter. John's Colgate white. He's fucking all right. Ryan says, Paul, when is Hobbs and Shaw 2 coming out with John? What about the Mechanic 3? It's all in the pipeline, my friend. It's all in the pipeline. Warren says, Mitch is clearly a snowflake, offended over nothing. This is one of the best shows I've seen. Proper good laugh start of the week. Keep up the good work, guys. John's a good sport. Of course he is. And thank you for the comments, mate. Appreciate that, Warren. John is the new Blade. So he's taken over for Wesley Snipes.
If I lost half a stone, then I'll be all action, baby. Hey.
John, Jesus Christ. There's no on you, man.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there. Honestly.
Yeah, whatever. Tom says, John, have you had any dance lessons yet ready for the nightclubs to open?
I tour for clubs, mate. Sorry.
Andrew says, seriously, where do you all live? I'll buy a pint. You what, Baz?
I'm saying John doesn't need dance lessons. He's got Joe Linton for that, hasn't he?
Goal celebration, Baz. Goal celebration.
Yeah, but the problem is when he celebrates dancing with Joe Linton, it's on Joe Linton's pole, isn't it? So it's not really proper dancing.
Cool. If you go on quickly, if you go on like an AFTV channel, right? I mean, they got like a dancing routine there. Every time they're winning, right? I don't know if you've seen it before, right? When they beat Man United, all the fans are saying, "Take your time with it. Take your time."
Oh
with it.
yes,
All the time.
yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
What are you making
my
it
God. Yeah, but we're not. So it doesn't matter. Let them get on with the dancing. Although, Barry, I don't know whether you can swing your hips a little bit. I'm not so sure.
Definitely not. I'll probably break.
Peter, are you a bit of a mover and groover in the nightclubs?
I'm more of a headbanger actually than a dancer.
That makes sense. With your bloody tribal bloody mugs and all that stuff you've got there. Yeah, I can imagine Pete being one of them right next to the speaker as well, so he can't hear for the next 6 weeks.
Front stage right next to it.
Yeah. It might just be my screen, but Baz looks like Jack Colback.
That's probably the worst one I've ever been. Was it Paul Collingwood is what I normally get.
I can see the resemblance to Paul Collingwood, yeah, when you got your cap on, definitely. I've lost a load of comments again. This bloody StreamYard, man, honestly. Mark says, if Baz is going
doing superheroes.
We'll come. No, action heroes, Baz. Action.
Oh, action heroes.
Yes,
sorry.
But I'm behind with the comments, so I don't. That one must have just slipped through, like a. No, I'm not even. No, I'm not going there. I'm really not. Mark says, if Baz is going to gangbangs in Jesmond, he certainly likes the posh areas. He must shop at Waitrose as well. Is that true, Baz? Do we shop at Waitrose?
No, as the delivery though, that's as posh as I get.
Like it, yeah. Council shopping doesn't get any better. Exactly. Archie says, after Steve Bruce got manager of the month, that's not a trophy Steve Bruce is holding, an inflatable dick. Luke says, Paul's getting a wee soft spot for Joe Linton. John, are you jealous? I'm not getting I'm not getting a soft spot for Joe Linton. I just said, look, I think the last few games, I thought he's done all right. And what I said was, not that. Oh, Barry, man. Seriously. The thing
it had to be done.
Fair enough. The thing about Joe Linton that I said was, after all the pressure that he's had, including myself, that was a big moment for him taking that penalty, because no doubt he'll have felt the pressure, and that was a tremendous penalty. I just wish he'd shoot like that when he's in the box. But
have you not noticed something with Joe Linton though? Every time he goes through on goal, he always ends up on his left foot. Yeah. I don't know why it always seems to happen, but he's not left-footed. I don't get it.
Yeah, but I mean, the first goal came from the corner when he shot it against Kyle Walker, didn't he? So, so technically he was involved in the first two goals. Does any of you guys have a ticket for tomorrow night? No. I still need to renew my season ticket, to be fair, but just waiting for that to go ahead. Thank God Barnsley ain't coming up. Sorry, but their pitch is horrible. The whole ground is horrible. Absolutely awful. We've got our resident Steve Bruce fan. Brucey is the man.
Yay!
I do. Woohoo! Dave, give Bruce hell. Give him absolute hell. I just hope that the TV cameras don't actually sort of block the crowd noise out when they start chanting against Steve Bruce, because I have a feeling Sky will be ready for that. They'll start playing the fake sounds again to mash over the crowd's reaction to Steve Bruce. Andrew says, if we sign Willock for the asking price, maybe 30 million, would that show us weak in the negotiations? We definitely need to sign him, but if you only want, he is worth. Look, I think he's worth 30 million now. I really do. I'd pay the 30 million straight away. I mean, guys, I don't know about you, but Newcastle have been far too renowned for haggling in the past. Just pay what he's worth, get on with it, get him in the side for next year.
Absolutely.
The rumour is 5 million loan fee for a year and 25 million option to buy at the end of the next season. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So that is kind of 30 million. So
yeah,
definitely
so
go for it.
Contract, though, Annie.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like when the first negotiated. It was at first it was being sounded out as a 2-year loan deal with a 20 million option to buy. So it's not too much different. But I don't know. Barry, what the hell's going on again?
It's your MBE.
Oh, Paul sent me that as well.
Man.
What is that?
A massive bellend.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Plus, Paul sent that as well.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And this is in this year as well.
Look at that one. John, stop tweeting. Look. It's obvious what he's doing.
John, what's the score in the Italian game you're watching?
He's not even listening.
Oh, man.
John, you do realise that you're live on YouTube.
The definition of a male. You can only do one thing at once.
You're bloody live on YouTube. Get off your phone. Honestly.
Who scored, John?
What's his name? I'm Paul. I'm Pete.
Ginger says, we do know Newcastle are going to look for a new striker this summer after Wilson, 26 games, 12 goals. We need somebody up to support him. Archie says, I believe Joe Linton has grabbed a hold of Steve Bruce's winky and swinging him off to the stadium of shit. Good man, Dave. Judy says, I heard Bazza got chucked out to St. James's Park for trying to put glory holes in the stalls. He might have gotten away with it if he hadn't used a jackhammer. Trill said, you're right, Mike gets sacked. He is the man. No one wants him there in the dugout. Damn right. Irfan says, nice to see PD and Paul social distancing at opposite ends of the stand. Or has Paul let rip? No, I haven't. Buzzer the Bagman says, Candor. Kevin says, can't see us getting Willock. Ashley won't be spending a penny in the summer. It'll be bargain bucket sales again. I mean, I am worried as to some of the the news reports that have come out this sort of back end of last week about us looking for championship players. It's a little bit worrying on that front, I think, because it's just like us, really. You know, we've got the option to go and get Willock and pay a bit of money for him, but we end up shopping at bloody pound stretcher again.
And that's why Paul, we just get relegated if we do that. Do you know what I mean? There's some cracking players in the championship. Max Owens is one of them. Yeah. For Norwich. It'd be fantastic, him, man. That's so.
Maybe he's a Premier League player now, isn't he? Because the Norwich came up, so he doesn't have to move.
And,
but Liverpool are after him as well, aren't they? So
Ivan Toney as well, so well documented. But some of the championship players we're going for, I haven't even heard of their names. You know what I mean? Not being funny, but my motto is just pay the money. You're getting £125 million from TV deal for finishing positions, right? I just cannot look. We're Newcastle Football Club, right? We're a massive club, right? You get 52,000 week in, week out, right? Well, not close to it like on the boost, yeah? It's about time we started acting like a big club and not a League One club, because at the end of the day, this is winding us up now. I'm sorry, but my motto to Ashley, right, it's still going to be there. Pay the money, show ambition, right? Give our fans what we need, because we as fans are sick of mediocrity, yeah? And there's people buying season tickets for £500-600 to see mediocrity. In fact, if they're on 17th position, that's fine. It's not what I want, you want, the fans want. We want to see us have a go, try and finish as we can, and go for the cups. Have a go at the cups. Look at Leicester.
I thought you said have a go for the cocks there.
Paul,
I was hearing things. John Sinclair, ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic speech.
John, absolutely. The only problem is Mike Ashley's in charge.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think we should go and get Adam Armstrong as well. Get Willock, get Armstrong, and then build around. Andy said, Barry and Kraft spotted outside Delaval Ices dressed as bananas in pyjamas, offering pensioners frosty gyms.
Oh, Google it.
Google it.
Oh, who's Google it? Well, he says Baz. Go on, Baz.
Mike Sack says he is the man everyone wants in the dugout, but we know that he's a big Bruce fan. So what's the chant? What's the chant against Brucey to shout then? Monumental bell end from 10,000 fans. That would be hilarious. If I hear 10,000 fans shout monumental. Oh my God! What the hell?
Oh man!
Nah.
Cheers, Andy.
Nah.
Thanks,
Kevin says
Andy.
correct him. Ginger says, do you think Newcastle will go for Zaha this summer? I don't think
I've heard this, but no.
I've heard the rumour that someone has advised him to go there, but can I see it happening?
It was Darren Bent who actually said it, but you know what it is, right? He was homesick when he was at Manchester United. So what's he going to be like coming even further north? It's for me, it's not going to happen. Like I can't see it.
It would be a good replacement if ASM went, but if ASM's here, then we can't afford to have two of them in the team.
No, definitely only one of them. Only one per team for them kind of players. Fabrizio Romano, Joel Willock is for sale, but Newcastle will have to pay £35 million. His value's going up every game. Yeah. Andrew, I read that. Zaha for Toon. I don't know, no. Judy says the council is saying school is not cancelled due to heavy snowfall. Turns out Pete just guffed another few tons of manges.
Judy, that is awful.
Seriously.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure. I don't know where Judy's head is at, but it's clearly not on this planet.
Well, on Saturday it was like that.
Oh, Barry, man! What's your opinion that Newcastle have been looking into Tyler Roberts? 10 million be said. It'd be good if he leaves Leeds, but not that good for Newcastle. You deserve better players. You know what it is? This is what I was talking about before. You know, Tyler Roberts, he's what, third choice striker at Leeds? We don't want No. We want strikers that are actually going to hit the ground running, scoring goals.
Buying Stoke City's third choice Hustler was bad enough.
Oh, God almighty.
You know what it is, guys, right? You know what it is? We've gone for players, and I've said this on the show before. We've gone for players, right? Who would pay 20 games in 3 years, 20 games in 4 years. Paul, you just said it there. We don't want players of that kind of caliber. We need players going to hit that ground running, come in, know exactly what they're doing, score the goals, right? And go for that. We haven't got time for potential at the club now. You know what I mean? We should be going for players, hitting the ground running, scoring the goals, give us 8, 9 out of 10 effort sort of thing every week and go for that.
Yep, I agree. Dave says 18% possession against City. It's not really good enough, 18%. When you look at the smaller teams going to play City this season, have given it a go. This is what frustrates me. If we'd given it a go on Friday, Nathan Ake was all over the shop, right? Just get at him constantly.
Yep.
But it's this sit behind the ball shit that does my head in. Troll says their keeper looks like Dracula and Joe Linton sucks in more way than one. Yes. Business Pan says that David, who was on the fan forums, is the most fucking deluded person I've heard. Thinks Shelvey is good at first. I thought he was joking, but the face he was actually serious is scary. Yeah, I mean, David is a big fan. Yes, he is a very big fan of Shelvey, but you know what it is? Everyone's got their own opinion on the favourite players. I mean, I lost me rag a couple of weeks ago with David because he said he was one of the best players for Newcastle in the defeat against Arsenal, which was monumentally bullshit.
Whole team was shocking,
you know what? Frank Lampard is in contact with Crystal Palace to take over next season.
Oh wow, that's a big move.
Good
move for him as well.
Yeah, I had a hunch that Roy Hodgson wouldn't stay. John, what the hell?
Just on John Joe Shelvey going back.
It's supposed to be in front of you. John, it's supposed to be in front of you, man.
It's supposed to be behind your laptop.
Behind your laptop screen, over the top of your laptop screen.
But anyway, John Joe Shelvey, if you noticed, loads of people have jumped on the fact that Match of the Day put him that he was the third highest
I've seen that,
distance cover. I thought once in the 5 years he's been at the club, he's actually been in the top 5, and everyone's like, "Oh, look, he does run."
Absolute bollocks.
Fuck off, does he?
Yeah, you say, go on, Baz, go on. Ryan says, when is the premiere with Geordie Statham and Berry Mashiner? Who?
Who's Berry Mashiner?
Who the hell's that?
I have no idea.
Tom says the gap between Carson's teeth is bigger than John and Joe Linton's nipple. Hey, listen, can I just say something on that? There's nothing wrong with having a gap in your teeth, right? I've got one. I mean, mine was put there through the ice hockey, but there's one there, right? It's just the way it is. And I can't afford dental treatment at the minute to get bloody...
He could, though.
Well, he could, yeah. I would love to have my gap sorted out, but unfortunately...
You were going to say Phil there, and we were going to jump on it.
No, because I knew you would freaking jump on it. That's why I didn't say it. I need to go to the dentist. So if anybody knows a dentist, or a dentist may be watching this show who might want to help me out with a bit of dental work, give me a shout. In fact, if you want to, if you do the dental work for me, then you can sponsor the channel. We'll give you a big shout out. Juicy George says Joe Linton told John his cock was like a rocket. He was over the moon. Andy says, for your information, Paul, the negativity was in the comments rather than from you and Jade, with a few exclamation marks. Well, Andy, I apologise.
You can come down from your wind turbine now.
Yes, you can climb back down now. But I am only messing with you, Andy. You know I love you. But not in the way that John loves Joe Linton. Kevin says, top chat 100 tuning in now. News must travel fast, Paul. Yeah, there's over 110 watching now, which is absolutely fantastic viewing figures. Again for the show. So thank you to everybody who's watching. So if you are enjoying it, smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, do consider subscribing and get subscribed to all the other guys' channels as well. Fantastic stuff on there as well. Business Plan says, Ryan, you aren't a Geordie, mate. Well, he is. He's an adopted Geordie. So it doesn't matter where he lives. He's a Geordie.
I hate that.
It does me head in. I've seen so many people saying, the fact is you support who you want no matter where you live. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Andrew says, would you give youngsters a run against Sheffield United? We've discussed that, Andrew. So if you weren't there for the show earlier on, shame on you. Happy Feet says, John wants Joe Linton's hot pocket across his face. Wow. Judy's back. They say John tipped his massive Willie in Nutella and asked Joe Linton to lick it off. By the time he was finished, Joe Linton was 3 stone heavier and had diabetes. Oh! Wow!
Oh my God!
That's a lot of Nutella.
Oh my word! That is dark.
That's nasty. That's a lot of Nutella, though, isn't it? Really?
That's a hell of a lot of Nutella.
Brilliant.
That's a long night. That's a long night. Lots of.
It's like a foot-long Subway sandwich, isn't it? John just slapped it on the table and went, "Go on."
Yeah. Just lobbed it on the table like a trout. Ryan says, "Wow, I never knew that." Ryan, don't listen, mate. You're our Geordie, right?
People like that.
Rob says, "I fucking love Judy." Who doesn't? To be fair, Warren says, "Steam train, haha, belter." And everyone just knocked off the rails from Judy again. Bruce hasn't done much different from Rafa.
Oh,
I'm really not getting into that. Business Plan says, go back to your Super League. Who's he talking about?
We haven't got a Super League. We were never invited.
We weren't. Judy's this is me says, I reckon Joe Linton gets coaching tips on his first touch from Kevin Spacey. Oh dear God. Oh.
Has he been acquitted of that?
I don't know. Nothing's happened yet. He certainly hasn't been found guilty of anything.
Found guilty yet. Right.
Rob says, in Baz's pick, is that a clay pot they're handling or Joe Linton's ball sack? Actually, you could actually think it was. Oh, not. Judy is savage. Andrew says, mate, it's the way we playing. It's killing us. It's the difference between Brucey and Rafa. Rafa gave us hope. Judy says, sorry, Not just me, though. Andrew, Jules, Andy, everyone in this chat is brilliant. Yes, they are. Everyone who everyone who watches and puts comments in or super chats or, yous are all amazing. Obviously, us four are the amazing people, but you guys are just amazing. We are the amazing. But I'm only joking, but what the hell? Tom says, smash that like button like John smashing Joe Linton all over his bedroom. Wow. Kendo says, I'm still suffering from PTSD from Googling. Oh, no, let's not go there again. This right. Oh, God, he's going to get it back. I think Thomas has just died.
If you noticed, I put it as our group picture in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Oh, Judy, I'm going to hate you for this, but Oh no, not again. Oh, poor Kendall. Poor Kendall's going to have to go through all them nightmares again. Judy says, Jason Statham, Paul, it took me 4 weeks to realize you weren't Bobby from King of the Hill. I haven't seen King of the Hill.
You've never seen King of the Hill?
What do I want to watch King of the Hill for?
It is really good.
PD Proudlock is Steve Bruce. He is just a hero anyway.
No.
Owen says PD is the.
I think that's
Oh,
What?
I don't look like him.
You do. If you were younger.
Listen, coming from Jack Paul back there.
Hey, I'll take that.
Owen says PD is the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Smash that like. Oh, yeah, we've seen that one. PD Proudlock is Steven Seagal. We will film Under Siege 3 in our Goalmouth next season, featuring Steve Bruce.
I hope he's gone.
Brilliant.
Jules says PD is Spider-Man, John is Iron Man, and Baz is Aquaman. They're supposed to be action heroes, not superheroes, guys.
But they are action heroes as well.
Paul, who would you replace ASM with? I don't want to replace him with anybody. I'd rather ASM stay, to be honest, but I'd have to have a think because, there is some good players out there, but it's who would come to the club at the minute. That's the problem. PD Proud, we've seen that one. Deli Ali, the new Rudd Hullett. That hair. Actually, I got a big surprise when I saw that haircut. Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. Paul Bradbury says John would be Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
PD Proudlock Defo Bruce Willis in Die Hard 25.
That's a good one.
In Die Hard 25, the one where he's really let himself go. And Buzzer could shave his head and be the hitman.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bloody hell. God. Yeah, we're here to be shut down. Judy says Bazza looks like he's wearing a brown helmet. Speaking of brown helmets, Andy, I told you not to stick it up there. Oh, God. What's the matter with her? Andy says John is Lawrence Fishburne. Actually, yeah, I could see that. PD is Mr. Incredible. And Baz is Kate Winslet. Oh, Baz. Getting on the Titanic, mate.
Why not?
Andy says can't apologise enough.
No, don't worry, I'm going to kill him when I see him again.
Ryan says Poutine chips and gravy on crack.
All right, fair enough.
After Ake was shite on the weekend, would you guys have him at the Toon? No, I think he's overrated. John, I think we said this when we were doing the watch along. We said he was overrated. Too much money from Bournemouth, really. I mean, I don't know what they were spending that much on him for, because he's been shit all season.
Actually, listen, he's not been in the first team as well. But when he was at Bournemouth, I thought he's one of the better players. Yeah, but we've seen maybe he's not been getting enough games, but for what I saw of him, we've seen him on Friday night. He's been absolutely all over the place. I thought he was absolutely poor. If I was a Man City fan, I'd give him a 0 out of 10 that night because he's absolutely poor. I mean, and I tell you what, if he's going to get in the Dutch national team for performances like that, then I'm sorry, you're not getting the Euros like that. But listen, I'm sure he'll fix up, but that's the worst I've seen him played in years, and I think he's better than that.
Yep. Richard says Newcastle should go for Weghorst in the summer.
Wolfsburg.
Is that where he's playing, is it?
Yeah, I think he's facing Wolfsburg.
Do we really want to take a risk of getting somebody else from the Bundesliga?
I was about to say that.
Well,
it's a huge risk when you think about it. Paul says, I think Ryan wants Paul in his dungeon wearing his polar bear hat and groaning like an old ship in heavy weather. Wow. Tom says, John, what's your favourite wedding song if you got married?
Yeah, there's a few.
Come on, guys! It's right there.
Man.
Yeah, it is. It's right there. It's right there. It's right on Barry's wall.
Oh no, I think Barry's got it. Oh man, come back to me, man.
Said John to Joe Linton.
No, I was going to not Joe Linton.
Thomas says John looks like that lad in the kick-ass 1980s action heroes movie. Steve says Steve's just logged on. First thing I see is Bass's poster. Well, it's the remake of Ghost. John and Joe Linton have been signed up to remake Ghost, so it should be a very. But it's only going to be broadcast on Pornhub apparently because it's too raunchy for any mainstream cinema. But I guess we'll see. My on-screen wife Jade, not apologising for wanting more from my team. Not negative, constructive criticism. Great show again, lads. Thank you. Warren says Palace are in talks with Lampard potentially being their next manager, according to Fabrizio Romano. Thoughts? We discussed that about 10 minutes ago, Warren. It's going to be interesting. I think it'll be a good move because Palace is going to take some rebuilding a little bit after Roy Hodgson. But I always knew Mr. Y would be departing. He's getting on in life now, and I think now's probably the right time to just sort of go and spend some time with his family. What the hell, Baz?
John and his light.
Oh, I know. John, what are you doing?
Oh man,
that's nearly fallen over though.
How can a tripod fall
over? You know all about tripods.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, John,
this is going to go off in a minute. So if it goes blank on us, I have to come in the game, mate. So I'll let you know.
What you find?
It goes blank on you.
Internet problems here.
You're firing blanks and coming on what?
No, I'm saying if this goes off, if I'm knocked off on the screen, I'm gonna have to reload my computer again.
All right,
I'm done.
No worries. Ginger says, well, Newcastle can't get Kane next season because Man U, Chelsea and Man City have contacted his agent. Andrew says, hello, Jade. Loved you ranting on the weekend. Yes, she rather did have a big rant. She wasn't to be messed with on the match reaction the other night. She got pretty angry with certain comments that came in. Archer says, I believe Steve Bruce and Susan Boyle got married while Joe Linton sprinkles pubes on them. God almighty. Jules says, John and Joe Linton was taking penalties. Joe Linton went first top corner. John turned around and kicked Joel in the nuts. Kendo, seeing PD's awesome shirt. I wish we had the Brunel back as sponsors.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he's gone. He's gone, guys. He's departed.
Gone. Joe Linton's turned up early.
Yeah, he has. Right. If John comes back on with a sweat on, then you know how he sometimes has his little push wipe down thing. Whatever, Joe Linton's sock or whatever it is. Yeah. Hi, Andrew. Good, thank you. Hope you are too. Leicester till I die. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well. Good evening from the FA Cup winners. Yes, congratulations. Absolutely over the moon for Leicester. Those scenes at the end were just so emotional. I mean, even fans of all the clubs in the UK, if you didn't get emotional at that, then there's something wrong with you because that was just a perfect tribute to the Leicester ownership. Sadly, the chairman who passed away in the helicopter accident. Just everything about that was just perfect. Brilliant of Casper Schmeichel to go and get him and lift the cup with him and all sorts of stuff. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant scenes. It was all good. It was passion. I'm not. I don't like talking about passion when I don't know what passion we're talking about, because you could slip up somewhere along the line.
When John disappeared.
Yes, he's taking his time, isn't he? Rebooting the machine. Yeah, he's just sort of switched off StreamYard and gone straight onto Pornhub, and then he'll be back with a bit of a sweat on. You watch it, and his teeth won't be as white either. They'll have a bit of a stain to them. Billy says Mrs. Bruce decided to cheer the squad up after losing to Man City by offering herself to the lads. After they'd all finished, her downstairs resembled a wallpaper's bucket. Oh, that's not good.
Oh man!
I think we've got a sensible comment from Judy.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
I know. I'm a bit shocked at that. If I can find the actual comment, I've lost it again. Oh, there we go. Respect to Leicester, says Judy.
Oh, right. Well,
congratulations, great win. Yeah, get in, Leicester. Well done, the Foxes. Ryan says the pronunciation of poutine has me on the floor dying. Well, we're not bloody Canadian, and we're not French Canadian. All this kind of crap, Ryan. Seriously. Well done, Leicester, but we still beat you 4-2.
Get in, Thomas.
Well done, Leicester. What a side coming there. Fair play. Can I just point out as well that, Johnny Evans went off injured after, about half an hour? So Leicester had the same back formation that they did when they played us. Yeah. So we must be better than Chelsea.
Yeah, beating Leicester's not for everyone.
Nah. He's back, guys. He's back. Oh, you've swapped positions again. Hang on. No. What's going on? There you go.
Yeah.
Are you back? Do we think he's got a bit of a sweat?
He's licking his lips a lot there.
He is. John, you've got a chin like a bloody winter ski jump.
Like a what?
Okay.
What do you say? Chin like a what?
It doesn't matter, John. Fine. Billy says PD looks like Ray Reardon, the snooker player.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
I can see the resemblance there. Yeah,
just draw a tash, Peter, and then
Paul and PD are fat buddies. It's a real Chinese action film.
Oh,
Irfan, swivel. I'm not liking you tonight, Irfan, at all.
I like the way he's hiding behind the knee.
Yeah. Rob says every time John is finished with Joe Linton, Big Joe turns into a West Ham fan and starts singing "I'm Forever Blowing Cum Bubbles." What? Oh no! Well done, Leicester, says Ryan.
Ozzy Perez celebration there.
Yeah, here comes Judy again. Joe Linton accidentally ate John's poo during a rimming and said, "What the heck are you eating? It has the texture of Bisto." John said, "Aye, you get the Bisto, I get the Fisto." Oh dear me.
That's terrible.
Jay says, what does everyone make of Ryan Fraser's season? Is he still injured? Always fit for the Scotland, the dwarf. Yeah, look, my feelings know about Ryan Fraser. He annoys me. Barry looks like Tintin.
I'll take that. Tintin's a legend.
Yeah, well, Peter, are you with us tonight? You seem a bit spaced out, mate.
Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
Andrew says he's raring for the English at the Euros. Yeah, he probably will be. Big up, real Leicester. We ain't going to win the Premier League, so why not real club, real fans, real owners, real Leicester City, says Kev. Ryan says, with the UFC doing full arenas for pay-per-view again and Conor McGregor in talks to buy Celtic, would you trust him? It's Celtic. Nah. Anyone can buy Celtic. Sorry, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hughes can never get behind Bruce, and Hughes seem happy to give him stick. Yes, because he's a monumental bellend. Thomas says, would you guys take a Origi?
Ooh, yes.
Yes,
I would. I'd give him a chance. Yeah. Back up for Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, therefore. Dave says, Paul, we need a pool to say what I should shout at Bruce. So if you have any comments that you want to put in there for Dave to shout at Bruce on Wednesday night, drop them in.
This is going to be interesting.
I don't think they're going to be very clean, Dave. Andrew says, what about IU or from Palace? Not a chance. Absolutely not. He's absolute gash now.
Someone said Benteke to me. I'm like, he's only started playing well because his contract's up.
Exactly. Every single time his contract's up at a certain club, he starts to play well, just so he can get recognised by the other clubs. Not for me. Judy says, ashamed to hear Pete and Kraft were banned from lane 7 bowling for using the balls as anal beads. Peter, there's definitely something on your ceiling that you're keeping an eye on because you keep looking up.
Is it a wasp?
Oh no.
Have you got a naughty film on or something, Peter? Is that why you keep looking up there?
He doesn't need a naughty film. He's got all this chat.
Well, that's true. Kevin says, lads will not pay £30 million for Willock. Stop dreaming, so it ain't going to happen. John's not even listening. He looked up like a naughty schoolboy unwrapping his sweets, or is he playing with himself? John is tweeting Joe Linton. Yeah, that's true. John is tweeting Joe Linton asking what he wants for tea from Blythe Butchers. He says he wants a nice Brazilian sausage.
Oh, God.
Would you have Meat Row back? Not a chance. I wish this needs to go away. Meat Row is not a Premier League footballer, right? He just isn't.
Definitely.
So just forget about Mitrovic.
He's a bit like Ryan Fraser. He's an international footballer.
Yeah. He seems to play better, certainly for Serbia, doesn't he?
Yeah.
John said, give me some tongue. When the butcher realised he didn't mean pork or ox, he banned him from the shop. Kevin says, you're right, John. There are some good championship players out there. 2 at the top of the goal scorers chart. Giveaway. Irfan says, Kante and Mahrez were Poundland bargains for Leicester, a well-run club. That's the difference. They're a well-run club. We aren't. Anthony says, someone needs to remind Bruce to build a team to get into the top 10, not build a team to go into the championship. I can't disagree with that at all. Swansea 0-1, apparently.
Yep, it is.
We are linked with Armstrong. We're going to be linked with every footballer in the UK. It happens every summer. And I put a tweet out yesterday saying if anyone had heard if we were linked with Baz Dost again. Seems we've been linked with him for the last 15 years. Rob says the only dugout I want Bruce in is the opposition one.
Yeah.
Where's the Bristol City fan tonight? Says Tom. I don't know. Actually, Annie hasn't been on. Bobby de Cordova Reed from Fulham is decent. Maybe. Thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. Keep up the good work, lads. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Judy says, Bazza, for the record, I was not wanking off Andy and Chippers. They just fainted from seeing the amazing Yahtzee roll, and I wanted to make sure their pulses didn't drop, causing brain starvation. By wanking them violently.
It was Chippers and Archer.
Oh my God.
Well, well done, Judy. You had good form.
Kevin says Annie has been naughty and he's been sent to bed without his supper and he's had his laptop taken away. Paul, Annie must be upset after you said Woodman got the award at Chelsea. I know it took him a while to sort of compose himself after that, didn't it? Layla says, Judy, have you warmed the poo in Nan Summers to kill the bacteria of John?
She was saying that on my show on Saturday.
Wow.
God, Layla.
Hell's teeth. Celtic, Edward is my first choice if Ashley stays.
I'll take him.
Then Belly of Preston. Yeah, I know. It's just nobody knows what's going to happen with the club in the summer. So, it's very, very difficult to actually predict who's going to come in because we don't know who's going to own the club. It's that big of a gap between who's going to own the club, from now to a takeover. It's the gap is huge, bigger than Joe Linton's passage.
Proof.
Tom says, John, is that your new lamp so you can have fun with Joe Linton in bed?
Yeah. We did tell him to buy it because it was multifunctional. So
yeah. I bet he uses it as a dildo. Sorry, Peter. Keep it in.
I did.
Paul Statham, think you have more in common with Paul Chuckle. That's like a knife in the heart. That like Andrew says, is Jade still here? What you think of Newcastle ladies team? Has it started up yet? I've no idea.
Well, playing this Friday. Playing this Friday. Free entry as well.
Where's that at, Peter?
Whitley Park Blue Flames.
Whitley Park. Where the hell's that?
It's not far from it's near where the training ground is. Quite close.
Right. Yeah. Judy says St James's Park cafes are losing money after Bazza went vegan. He has apologised, but says he can't eat meat after accidentally seeing Mrs. Bruce's burger nips and beef curtains. Judy, you are wrong in every way possible. Ryan says, you just know Mike Ashley will sell key players in the summer for his own pocket till the Premier League greenlights a takeover. I could see ASM, Richie and John Joe sold over here. John Joe can just, see you later.
Shelby, goodbye.
I'm sorry, Ryan, but we will not be disappointed if we have to say goodbye to John Joe Shelby. Andrew says, would you take Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea?
Yes, I would. I think I would, actually.
Yes, but is he not too injury prone as well, though, Pete?
You got to think of that.
I've not seen him enough recently. Yeah. When he first burst onto the scene, yes, but I don't know.
There's definitely a player in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
John seems to have frozen in a very strange.
Would I take him? I don't think he'll leave London, to be quite honest with you guys. You know what I mean? I think he's happy in London.
London's a big pull for a lot of players, isn't it? Archer says Joe Linton tells Jeff Stelling that I spotted Steve Bruce spend $5 million on a sex doll to go all doggy style. Tom says John and Joe Linton used to be a dentist. John and Joe Linton used to be a dentist, Paul. Just get a bit of Colgate toothpaste, put on them to make them shiny like John's teeth. John and Joe Linton went so hard in the room it looked like a Picasso painting. Oh, God almighty. Absolutely rank. That's rank. Rumours that Wes Morgan is having sexual relations with the Leicester owner. A spokesman for Leicester said they'd considered it to be a black tie affair. That's actually a good one, Billy. Jade said, if I'm honest, Andrew, I don't have much interest in the women's game. We'll always want them to do well, though. Layla said, Ann Summers, is Judy coming? Is Judy home because the warming of the poo has earned her to spend the day with the Ann Summers smelling toilets? Jesus Christ!
That was also my Sean side as well.
Yeah. This is the women's game.
Reuse material. You need new material, Layla. If you've already said it,
yeah, that's true.
Some new stuff.
That's that. Oh God! When I go to Ann Summers, the first thing I see is Judy warming poo for John. It's not much, but it's honest work, says Judy.
Nice.
Tom says, John, have you been putting that Durex Playfield lube on your head because it's nice and shiny tonight? Oh, it obviously just depends which side the lamp's on at the minute. Ginger said, sorry, Paul. I'm sorry. You can be a Newcastle fan anyway, but a Geordie is a birthright. Sorry, I love Newcastle fans, but it don't make them a Geordie. No, you can be.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's what probably meant to say before. You know, you just because you're not a Geordie doesn't mean you can't be a Newcastle United fan. Billy says, after seeing that pic of John and Joe Linton, Kraft asked John what he said when Joe Linton took off his underpants. John said, Timber! Oh, God. Honestly, I think we should get Atsu back. He had some quality over Shelby and Hendrick. Look, we need to stop talking about players coming back. You know, we need to move forward and get new players in, guys. Surely.
Has Atsu even left?
Well, he's in the 25-man squad at the end of the season, isn't he? Because, but we've got to stop talking about players coming back. Surely, we need to look forward.
Exactly.
Yep.
Atsu was great in the Championship, but he's not a Premiership class player.
Yeah, he's definitely not Premier League proven. Atsu.
No. I remember that goal he scored at Rotherham in the Championship, though, when he cut in on his left foot.
That was cracking, that, like.
Sacrament 6 says, you have to be from Newcastle to support the Toon. No, you don't. I'm from Stockton, and Newcastle are the most local big team. Stockton, which is right next door to Middlesbrough, shall we just say? But I understand you not wanting to support Middlesbrough. Not many people do, to be fair. Andrew said, would love to see that guy from Hairy Bikers on here. Bet he's funny as fuck. Well, he is. He's in the top corner, but he just shaved his beard off. Andrew says, do you think Hendrick will play? Andrew, stop asking stupid football questions. No, he doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the starting lineup.
Nope, not at all.
Get rid of him in the summer. Just get rid of him.
Yeah, I think we're all agreed on that, Andrew. Ginger said, you can support Newcastle anyway. Oh, wait, I've seen that one. Ryan says, exactly. When did I ever say I was a Geordie? Exactly. You're an adopted Geordie. There's a difference. Archer says, Steve Bruce bends over while Joe Linton is cooking marshmallows on Steve Bruce's arse while Bruce makes a wet fart. Make of that what you will, everybody. Make of
that might have been a little bit better if he said that Steve Bruce was doing a Cleveland steamer to warm it up to make it like hot chocolate to cut the marshmallows.
Man. Why have you got to take it a step lower?
I've just proven I am the master.
Justin Clivett at Roma is, if he is available, would you swap ASM for him? Well, we'd certainly be looking for some.
Clivett. Yeah, it's inconsistent for me, and there's a reason why it's gone to Leipzig as well. So listen, it's got promise, it's got the potential, but for me, if I was giving marks out of 10, I'll probably give Clivett a 5, 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
for me, so I wouldn't take him.
John doesn't tend to give high out of 10s. He's very, you have to be very, very good to get a high rating from John. Paul says, John, your lighting is still shite. Now it's 2 polo mints with shiny teeth.
That's a good way.
Ryan is Canadian by birth, a Geordie by the grace of God.
Oh,
that's
like
a quote and a half. I like that. Ginger says Justin Clivett is in Germany on loan with Leipzig. Yep. Baz could definitely play the lead role in the Les Dennis story. Well, at least you got to see Amanda Holden.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I wouldn't replace ASM with anyone. I'd rather have him and Adama Traore in the same team. Yeah, Jade was talking about him the other day, just how she wants to see him play with all the lotion on him. I don't know what she was on about. Ginger said, "I'd have Stones."
John will know more about that.
Well, yeah, I said if you want to know more about that, then send a private message to John, and I'm sure he'll get back to you. But John, you're looking a bit hot and bothered there, mate. What you been doing?
I'm not hot. It's just shiny.
Well, that's what lights tend to do, John.
Is he talking about John Stones,
yeah.
as in from Man City?
I think so, yeah.
No sweat on it, honestly.
Okay. He'd never come to Newcastle.
But I'm going to get his top dreams.
Thomas says, Barry looks like Jack from the Titanic movie in 1997. And Paul, you look like someone from the Ghostbusters. Okay.
Oh, we're doing action, not Titanic. That's a soppy movie. But I've never watched it. I mean, why watch a movie?
You mean you wouldn't want to get stuck in a car with Kate Winslet?
But no, well, well, I wouldn't watch a movie when I know an ending to it. You know the boat sinks. What's the point in watching it for 3 hours?
Well, fair enough. It's a bit harsh, Baz, on the people that passed away, but never mind. He's 6'5" and shit. Sorry, Wolfsburg striker is pants. Obviously. Wedding song would be "Touch Me" by Samantha Fox.
Oh.
John's been asked not to have sex during Remembrance Sunday, as Joe Linton's screams are giving the veterans PTSD. Freaking hell, man. Judy.
Oh,
She's on point today, isn't she?
She is, mate. John's wedding song would be Big Joe in my ring, tra la 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 la. Big Joe in my ring, tra la la la. Oh dear. Oh God. Terrible.
That's a theme tune for next week's show.
Oh God Almighty! I imagine John singing "Kiss from a Rose" for some reason.
Oh, yes, good song.
Yeah, he wasn't hot, but he's just wiped himself down. Is that Joe Linton's sock, John?
It's the same technique he used on Saturday night as well.
Johnny Boy says, "Where do you think Harry Kane will go?"
It's got to be City on it.
I would say City. Yeah, I think City.
Imagine the trophies they'll win. Sick.
Yeah, they'll be unstoppable. Like, but I think money, wages will play a big part, and who are going to pay the biggest wages is going to be Man City, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll kill Shearer's record within 3 years.
Well, it depends if he stays fit. That's the big thing. Because Harry Kane's got ankle issues, hasn't he? So he may not make that many appearances. Steve Bruce will
do all the running he does though, that he does for Tottenham.
Yeah.
I mean, see how you just be literally.
Well, actually, that's a point. He could just be a striker there, couldn't he? Steve Russell will be playing John and Andy Carroll to recreate the poster, but this time it's not clay. Geordie says, "Great show, boys. Thanks very much." Judy's back, everybody. Anybody notice John's light is shaped like a ring? That's some subliminal message right there.
It's a ring clamp, Judy, so he opens it up and you can see inside.
Oh, Barry, seriously. That's just rotten. That's just... That's
How did he not think of that, Judy? I don't... Yeah.
Quite a day for the Carson family last Friday, while Scott playing for City and Frank managing Newcastle. Oh, God. Paul, you also look like The Rock.
Oh.
Really?
I'll take that. I'll take that. Thought John would have more dexterity than that with big ring-shaped objects. Yeah, unfortunately not. Let's see what else. Oh, Christ, man, there's so many. Any news what's happening at Derby? Love seeing Rooney. Shit. I don't care what's happening at Derby, but if they go down, then they broke the rules.
Or not? Oh,
No, but I think they might. There's still a possibility that they're going to get relegated because of a financial irregularity or something like that. Kevin says, if you didn't support Chelsea, you must have wanted Leicester to win the cup at the weekend. Tommy Tuchel is going to win fuck all. Chelsea haven't looked good the last couple of games, actually. Billy said Joe Linton saw a homeless guy outside Central Station with a sign saying, "Please give to a Falklands veteran." Joe Linton hired him at £20, and the man said, "Gracias, senor."
Okay.
I don't quite get that one, I'm afraid.
Billy, I don't get that one either. It's like one of those jokes you tell, and then you hear the wind just gently breezing past as nobody reacts, which is unlike you, Billy. I hope you're not losing your edge there, Billy. Jade says, "Hey, Judy, on fire again." Tom, John's going to have some apple pie and custard with Joe Linton and Steve Bruce. How would Bruce react to the fans' chants on Wednesday? Well, I thought he might back out of it by saying he's got COVID or something and then saying he can't actually attend the game. It just wouldn't... I actually wouldn't be shocked if that happened.
I've got a chant for Dave now. There's only one Graham Jones.
Oh, yes. How much would that annoy Steve Bruce? There's only one Graham Jones. Wow, Dave, there you go. I think Steve Bruce would curdle like... He would curdle like off cheese if that was to happen. And I would love a camera to go on to when the fans are singing that. Judy says, "I'm behaving. All my comments get totally taken out of context by these vulgar four. Don't know how you manage to be so professional around them." Oh, give away. Judy, whatever. Layla says, "Search the word animal waste. It shows a cow's face who looks like John."
Go on, I'll have a look.
I'm a bit disturbed by
What's
that.
the animal waste?
Animal waste. Just search the word animal waste and it shows a cow's face who looks like John.
Okay.
Harry Kane want to leave and think he'll go to Man City. Yeah, take care, Andrew. Look after yourself, buddy.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know. I can't see. What's
That's what
that?
I saw, but that doesn't look like you. Well, I don't know.
Interesting. Judy says, why does Joe Linton only buy HP sauce? Because John gives him plenty of daddies. That's brilliant.
Yes.
Thomas says, Peter looks like a wizard from Harry Potter.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. The man who was the man who was playing for Halifax and Fleetwood, now Leicester, Jamie Vardy, deserves a lot of credit for winning league and FA Cup in a few years. Yeah, I mean, Jamie Vardy is just any footballer, young kid's heroic story, really, from rags to riches. Absolutely brilliant.
Only player to have scored in every round of the FA Cup.
It's a fantastic story, isn't it? Really, I mean,
played in every round of the FA Cup. Sorry.
Yeah, whether you like him or not, I mean, he really has had an amazing rise. The kind of rise that Joe Linton gets from John every night. Billy says, after seeing Baz's pick of John and Joe Linton, Steve Bruce said it reminded him of Agadoo. When asked what he meant, Bruce said, push pineapple, shake the tree. Oh, my God. Billy, you've redeemed yourself with that one, mate. Andy said, Paul, the pubs are open. Have you thought any more about having a bukkake party at a nice establishment? No. Jules says, don't envy those who have to clean the room after John and Joe Linton had a Cleveland steamer and some Dutch rudder. Oh, God, Bennett.
Don't work on summers then.
Yeah. Kevin said, nah, PD looks like the video man from years ago. Who? He says, I think I've got one of those in the grubby cardboard box. I can't remember the video man, Kev. I'm sorry. Fraser to have a blinder in the Euros, then we can cash in. Thomas says, I will be shouting with Dave. Ginger says, get Fraser out, buy a new winger. I agree. I don't want to see Ryan Fraser back in the Newcastle team, to be honest. He's been a massive letdown. Archer, once the season ends on Sunday, there is only the only way Bruce can relax is in his Speedos while Mrs. Cisse gives him a blow and loses his teeth. Mrs. Cisse come into it for? Jesus.
That's a good question.
Origi all day. He's better than Wilson, says Ginger.
Oh, I wouldn't say he's better than Wilson.
Even Jesus, that's a bit of a...
Oh, God almighty. Judy said, would you have Mitro back if he can fix John's light?
That's a good one.
I think John just needs to have a night in front of YouTube, not Pornhub. YouTube, John, right? And just like just put in the search video lights, video microphones, how to set up a studio, all that kind of stuff. And then away you go. Truls says, we don't need the cabbage. We don't need the cabbage. He'd go back to Manchester, you weed. Thomas says, I have plenty of cabbages for the game. We need a younger striker, says Ginger. Irfan says, great show, lads. Paul, it isn't personal, so stop being a whining bitch. Cheers, mate.
He's right, though.
Swivel, Barry. Happy Feet says, Joe Linton said he'd spread
That's
Marmite
what
on his...
John does on Joe Linton.
Swivel. Oh, dear me.
Oh, God.
Joe Linton said he'd spread Marmite on his sausage. John said he'd prefer it with vinegar. Oh, what's this about Gerrard after Murphy? Yeah, Rangers have been interested in him for a long time now, but hopefully...
clubs, apparently. Leeds as well.
Yes. I don't think he'll go. I think he will. I think we will get him another year. Andy says, I've definitely come close with an...
Oh, no, don't read it.
Seriously, Barry, what's wrong with that man?
Wow.
Oh, God, that's okay.
Yeah, don't read it out. Leila said, search the word, what do I do if a ginger kid bites you? The second image looks like Peter.
Go on, Barry, you can have a look at that.
So what to do if a ginger kid bites you? And Irfan's also put, why does it look like Baz has got cum dripping from his ears?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Dear me.
Good one.
John and Joe Linton's wedding song would be Marvin Gaye, Something Inside So Strong.
That is brilliant.
Excellent. Excellent.
Did you see the one
cracking
with the
song,
guy
mate.
biting his arm? Did that one?
classic.
Dear God Almighty. Bazza has been approached to play the lead role in the CBeebies blockbuster, The Life and Times of Mr. Tumble. Oh, God.
Wow. Have you all seen what Mr. Tumble looks like?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Even sounds like that as well.
That's why I did it, Barry.
Right, sorry. I'm Googling Mr. Tumble for you.
John, you definitely look like
Sure, it
Sean
looks
Wallace.
like me, but there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just
Come on,
need to
Tom.
put about a stone and a half on, and I might have a chance to look
I know.
like him.
Tom says, John, you definitely look like Sean Wallace off The Chase.
Oh.
I can see that one.
That's how
Yes, I like
Yeah.
it.
Judy
He's
says, sorry,
cool as
Paul,
well.
got to pick on you too. That's fine, Judy. Where's he going now?
Oh, where's he off now?
Yes, this is the one I've been looking for, right?
Hang on a minute. Barry, John's just got up and walked away.
because Joe Linton's at the door.
Who's done that?
It's the younger version of him. I love it. Rob.
Oh.
John, sorry
Hey,
to distract your time again,
Paul.
mate. Go on.
Paul, Baz, just good. This is the webcam I've got. Right?
Yeah.
This is the webcam you told us to get, which I've got here.
Yeah.
But this lead here is like a charger lead. But do I need an extension?
John, I'll send you the link for the adapter tonight. Because I've had to use one on my MacBook as well. So I'll send you the link.
Okay.
All right.
I'm crying. I was trying to find that picture for ages as well.
Oh, so I get to say I look like Neville bloody Longbottom.
Cantwell from Norwich. Yes, I take him. He's a good young player.
Definitely. But again, they're in the Premier League, though. They're not going to sell the best players. If they stayed down there, then we might have a chance. But why would they leave?
Yeah.
Good point. Ryan says, Paul, who's harder to understand, French Canadians or French people? Look,
both.
When I played ice hockey, the French Canadians came over and played for us. And I thought they would speak with a Canadian accent, but they were all bloody French. So they all sound the same to me, Ryan. You know, it's just blah, 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 blah. And that's all I hear them say. Some of them could play decent ice hockey. Some of them couldn't play ice hockey, couldn't speak a word of English, yet Canadian is in there, is in the name. It didn't make sense. Search the word Voldemort, and the second image looks like John.
Go on.
How do people find the time to do all the
I really don't know. Does anyone know when the ladies' game is on, Pete?
This Friday. 7 p.m. kickoff. 7 p.m.
Right.
I'm getting myself down. I'm getting down there.
Lewis. Happy Feet says John and Joe Linton went to the pudding store. Oh my God!
Oh.
I don't see the resemblance in that one.
I think the only way to resemble that is if John dies, you leave him for about a week, then throw some flour on him, and then make his teeth look horrible. Then he'll look like him. But no, he doesn't look like him now, does he? That's a terrible comparison.
What? You want to throw flour on him after a week of being dead?
Well,
that's not normal.
Nothing's normal about this show, mate.
Well, that's very true. John and Joe Linton went to the pudding store. They didn't have any money, so they had to do a DIY banana split.
Oh
man.
Oh, God, here we go. Judy's having a dig at me now. Why is Paul shagging Miggy like a ship being launched? There's a big splash, a lot of excited seamen, and a ton of terrified crabs. Oh, God. That's terrible. Tom says, Annie, where are you tonight? We are missing you. He'll be fast asleep. I'd have Jethro back. I think we'd all have Jethro back. And
That's the easiest deal of the summer, that.
Yeah, I think I think he's coming back. I really do. Ginger said, we need as a club to invest in the future stars. Look around Europe like Haaland. Yes, I perfectly agree, Ginger. I think that's a good idea. We definitely need to go out and but do we have any faith in our scouts? I'm not so sure.
No, we got rid of the best scout the club's ever had.
Yeah. So that says it all. Monumental Bell and Bruce bought a doll online after a guarantee. It was lifelike. The postie before delivering it gave the doll a scene to, and Bruce later complained it was too lifelike as it gave him a dose. Yeah.
Oh,
Judy says,
that's good news.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he was back in training last week. I'm not a Geordie, just a sand dancer. It's the same thing, but our water table is everything the Geordies flush. Annie's Wi-Fi has went off after downloading John's sex tape with Joe Linton acting out the Kama Sutra. Oh no! Steve Bruce linked with a move to Kansas City in November. Kansas City said 1 turkey for Thanksgiving is enough. Frodo and Gandalf have visited St. James's Park. They've heard there's a bloke called John who can destroy any ring.
That's brilliant.
Ginger thinks Darlow, Shelby, Hendrick, Almiron, Carroll, Gale, Atsu, both long staffs should all be gone.
No.
As Elliot Anderson has more. You know what? Be interesting.
Darlow, yes. Shelby, yes. Hendrick, yes. Carroll, yes. Gale, yes. Atsu, yes. Everybody else, no.
Michael says John was like a polo mint at the start of the season. Now like the centre circle after training with Joe Linton. Tom says John falls asleep in the hot tub. Joe Linton lets a wet fart out and follows through. Joe Linton gets out and leaves John fast asleep in the hot tub. I liked PD Proudluck when he played Barry in EastEnders.
Looks like him, though, doesn't it, man? It looks like him.
There is.
Honestly, sorry, PD, but you look like him, man.
Oh my God,
John!
I know he's been very nice there. Yeah.
He's cool, though. He looks cool.
He was brilliant in that Ricky Gervais series as well. Was it? The one with.
I mean, there's some weird shit going on with your green screen right now. You've gone very orange.
Woo!
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, I
don't know what the hell happened there.
What was that program called with Ricky Gervais and Warwick Davies? Oh man, I can't remember what it's called, but Barry from EastEnders was in that as well. He was brilliant.
He's been in a few things actually since he left EastEnders. List of players I want to go. I want us to go for Valerie from Saints, right back. Chowdhury, Origi, and Damari Gray. Bring him back. Yeah, if we don't get a takeover, I'd certainly look at those players. Without a doubt.
I'm not sure
Michael,
about Chowdhury, though.
Yeah. Michael says Barry's background is John and Joe Linton making a dildo of John so Joe Linton can attach it to his John sex doll when he leaves Newcastle. Judy says Andy Dufresne has tried to explain to the warden he wasn't trying to escape Shawshank. It's just Basil left a glory hole in his wall. Dave says, can I get a pint of whatever Barry is on? He's on form tonight without a doubt. John actually has multiple ring lights to see how many can fit on Joe Linton.
Just on that last one, Dave, it's the side effects of my jab, mate.
Yeah. Andy says Andy says Barry looks like Ian Dowie's niece. That's a painful one, Baz.
It is. But we've got a very good friend who we used to say looked like Ian Dowie, so
apparently Judy understood Billy's Falkland joke. Fair enough. Dave says on it, Barry, so he's obviously going to do that.
Awesome.
Billy, a tumbleweed just rolled into my bedroom after that joke. Billy says, I thought Wayne Rooney had been selected to play at left back for Arsenal the other day, but I'd misheard it was Granit Xhaka.
He could be off you now.
I know. Paul says, I love this show. I show it to my kids to warn them about the dangers of drinking drugs. Jesus Christ, Paul. Thanks very much for that.
Wow.
Bloody hell. That
I
hurts.
really hope that's not true.
I know. Good recovery, Billy. Billy says big parties in Glasgow at the weekend after Rangers' success. Even the rats in the sewers got involved as they hadn't celebrated since the day 40 years ago when Lena Zavaroni managed to have a shite. Did anybody see the obviously the incidents from
some of the fights?
Really, it was like handbags. Like I didn't see one punch connect. Really, it was pathetic. Kevin says, Billy, there's only the intelligent ones that got the joke, and the guy saying "Gracias, Senor" was the dirty RG Bielsa. Okay, I guess we're just stupid guys. Judy says, "Oh fuck, just seen on." Judy says, "Oh fuck, just seen on Twitter that the medical staff at NUFC have written off Joe Linton for the next game due to rabies."
Oh God!
Wait, false alarm! It's not froth; it's just John's man's goo.
Glad those comments were next to each other. We could have been waiting a while for that one.
Yeah, guys, the next comment.
Oh, God.
So who wants to answer that one from
I was going to mention this before in the show when we were talking about Derby getting punished, and we've not even seen or heard or spoke about the Big Six getting any punishment whatsoever, and it just shows you how weak the Premier League is.
Yeah. I think it's going to get. I think honestly, it's getting brushed under the carpet. That's what I genuinely think. Because I think if something was going to get done, it'd have been done by now. Would have been spoken about by now. And if they're going to do sort of fines or points deductions for next season, it should be done now so the teams know what they've got going into the season.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
shocking if nothing happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's typical of the Premier League, though. I mean, do we really expect them to do anything to offend the Big Six? I mean, they're not even the Big Six. Or the Arsenal are bloody. No. Arsenal are mid-table Premier League side. They're not even Big Six.
Exactly.
Sorry, Richard, if you're watching, but you know what I mean. I don't know. Ginger says, please, my birthday wish is that on the July the 17th, Eddie Howe walks through the door. All hail the next Keegan.
Oh, that's a big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Kevin says the video man wasn't a film. It was the filthy perv who used to hire videos out of his Ford Transit. He looks like Peter.
Who was it called again? The video game.
The video man, yeah.
Video man.
I'm gonna have a look at this and see what it's like.
I googled it and I couldn't find anything.
Interesting. Billy says we can carve all the cabbages we want Wednesday, but the distance the fans will be from the monumental bell end means we're going to need Fatima Whitbread in the crowd to hit them. Yeah, we know that's going to happen. The fans are going to be absolutely miles away. AJ got fearing. I can't wait for this fight. Yes, that's going to take place in Saudi Arabia. Strange that.
One little word about it.
No, strange that, isn't it? Very strange.
It's amazing this woman of the dead journalist hasn't come out with a letter to the Boxing Federation to say, please don't let that fight happen over there.
No, because there's money going into Saudi Arabia then. It's strange that, isn't it?
The thing is, though, guys, they allow the boxing to happen in Saudi Arabia, golf as well, but they're not allowed to have a takeover. I just don't get it at all. I really don't get it at all whatsoever. And also, I wonder if Hatice Senchik, the Turkish lass, gonna try and stop it. I doubt it very much. I doubt it.
Yep. Kendo says Kraft face when he scored matched Paul's when he saw Charlie unzip his chubby Blythe Butcher's sausage and said, I may look like Statham from The Mechanic, but I'm here to wreck your rear end exhaust. You know what? I used to like you, Kendo, but she's gone on to put sorry, buddy, straight away. And this one is absolutely disgraceful, right? Absolutely disgraceful. Paul is the number one Harvey Weinstein look alike. The things the other three have to do to get on the show. Yeah. What's wrong with you? What the absolute fuck is wrong with you? Michael says, why did that webcam look like it had cum stains on, John?
Oh,
God, almighty.
No comment.
Oh, pissed off. There's no way I look like that dirty pervert, man. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Not for a second. Judy says, John's wedding song to Joe Linton. I'm a scat man. Yep. Kendo don't even like his joke.
There's another one as well. A bit of banter. All right. The Prince classic back in the 90s. The wedding song. You sexy mother. And I'm not going to say the rest of it.
Jonathan Monday night, you can see what you want on this show.
You can say what you want. Yeah.
It's on it.
I think we know what you mean, John.
Yeah.
Peter looks like the Beast from The Chase.
Oh, bloody hell. Mark Lebet. Jesus.
I love it. I love it. I thought we were meant to be action heroes and we ended up with all these people.
Well, yeah. Well, that's we're all getting hammered tonight. We're all getting hammered. Ginger says, what is our new sponsor next season? Because Castoria doesn't have Newcastle in the store adverts. It's definitely Castoria, without a doubt, unless we get a takeover. And then that deal will be off because it's within Mike Ashley's remit, that.
Yeah.
Kendo said, John can't help walking off stream. He's installed glory holes on both sides of his room.
Oh.
Layla says, check the word Lama Del Rey. It looks like Peter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Del Rey.
Oh, God.
John disappeared to check on Jolene to see if he hadn't died from blood loss due to ramming his ass all day.
Oh, God.
How is that look like?
God.
I'm trying to find one that hasn't been superimposed. I don't get it, me. Like, I don't think it well, does it? I don't know if that's a good one, but someone DM me a good picture of it that it actually looks like, because I don't see it.
Kendo says, next season, apart from Bristol City, Spit, who from the Championship would you want relegated? I don't know, really.
Derby.
Sunderland, if they go up through the playoffs, which is doubtful at the minute.
Yeah,
we'll do about another 10 minutes of this show, guys, and then we'll have to end. We're up to nearly 2 hours already, but fantastic viewing figures tonight. If you have enjoyed the show, guys, smash the like button like John smashes Joe Linton's rear end. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you've seen, please do consider subscribing. Lots of good shows on here and lots of great shows on the other guys' channels as well. So go and subscribe to them as well. Yes. John asked Joe Linton what his favourite sport is. He answered motorboating with Amanda Stavely. Wow.
He wishes.
Yeah. I believe Steve Bruce's next job is Naked Attraction while his foreskin expands on international TV. I just sometimes I just can't answer. Life's too short.
Extras. Oh, life's too short. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah. Extras is another one that's really good, but life's too short was fantastic.
John and Joe Linton turned up for a commercial audition for Colgate. Turned out it was a movie for Cumgate and Butt Rub. It's terrible. Tom says, brilliant show tonight. Thanks, Tom. Luke said, John and Joe Linton broke into a pharmacy and stole all the Viagra. The police then put out an alert to be on the lookout for 2 hardened criminals.
Joe Linton's just unzipped his pants because John was looking very interested there.
Oh, God. Tony says, PD is more like the love child of Barry from EastEnders and Benny from Crossroads. Benny. Benny's class.
Let's have a look at this. Benny from Crossroads.
Yeah, he used to wear like a beanie hat. He does look like you.
Oh, my God.
Oh to smile.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Jules says, great show. Judy says, Northumberland Zoo have asked Pete. Northumberland Zoo have asked Pete not to do another comfort until they build an ark and get 2 of every animal onto it. Barry's back again. This is definitely getting closed down by YouTube.
Okay, Barry.
Yeah. Whatever, Barry. Barry is now blocked, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm sick of the absolute shit brick. Ginger says, Paul, if there's no takeover this summer, will you go next season? Yep, I'm definitely going.
Same here.
I've missed it too much, to be
I've
honest.
done some games. I've definitely go. It depends on work, sort of thing. So if I've got the weekend off, I'll definitely come up.
Barry, you've been saying this for the past month, mate. Play a new one. Yep, exactly. He's just a troll. Just ignore him. To be honest, the viewing figures that we get on this show, YouTube aren't going to shut it down because it makes money for them. So you know what I mean. It's they're not going to shut it down. Plus, there's nothing to be shut down for. It's banter. It's jokes. We've always said it's 18+ show. Therefore, whatever.
Oh God, what?
I don't know. Barry's just sort of burst out laughing for some anonymous reason.
And he's froze.
Barry, are you there?
I think he's froze.
Frozen.
Oh, what's happened here?
I don't know. He's gone. Anyway, Judy's back. John went to the door to see if his eBay order arrived. He's bought Stephen Hawking's wheelchair second hand to help Joe move after a bumming. Ironic as John will be studying Joe's black hole.
Oh, that's horrible.
God. I don't know where Baz has gone. He's disappeared. He'll be back. Ginger says, but the Saudis are allowed to invest money in our company, including Man United. Well, we know. The whole thing is a scam. Tom says, Woodman is playing fantastic and go for Swansea tonight. We'd love to see him come up to the Premier League. Yeah, and that's why, Annie, if you're watching this on the rerun, he is the championship goalkeeper of the season. Judy wants 1 more hour and hit the like button. Pete looks like the governess from the Chase. Oh my God!
And Hecate, what?
You've seen every. Just that's mad. Thomas wants us to do another 9 hours. No, that's Peter and John streams that you'll get that kind of stream length.
Well, the last one just went under 3 hours.
Jesus, wow. Peter. Judy says action heroes equals Harvey Weinstein, the Beast from the Chase, Voldemort, Les Dennis, Expandables 4 in the pipeline. Oh my God. Evening, Baz.
But just before I got cut off, Andy just ended my life with this one, Paul.
Who's that, me? Oh, sick, man. I'm not having it. Billy put a comment while you were off air, Barry. Peter looks like the governess from the Chase. Anne Hegarty, tremendous. Love it. Thomas says John's wedding song. We're having a gangbang. We're having a ball. Great show, lads. Archer says, I believe Steve Bruce is dripping wet with his milk coming out his nipples and dripping down his pubes like a waterfall. Thomas says, Peter's laugh is like my 2 dogs whining. Jonathan says, hi lads, how are you all doing? Just to let you know that Barry has tried to put another comment in, but because he's blocked, it's not showing. Luke says, what's long, green, and smells like bacon? Kermit the Frog's fingers.
Oh, I've heard that plenty. I've heard that plenty of times. That joke.
Dave says, great show again, lads. Laughed so much. Cheers, Dave. Troll says, new play for NUFC, ladies. Sucker Cuntwell.
Oh God,
that's terrible. That's terrible. Owen says the joke was that funny it broke Barry's internet. Billy says Google Mark Benton in early doors, and it's Peter.
Mark Benton.
Oh,
Peter, you're getting hammered tonight.
Mark Benton. Oh, Mark.
I haven't even got to the picture yet, and he's cruising. I like this one, to be fair.
Oh, that's outrageous. That's outrageous.
Oh, Jesus.
Chris says, hey, Paul, me love been a while. Yeah, I wondered where you've been, Chris. Just want to say, as you're the only one who replies, many congratulations on your survival. God. I'm right made up for you, lad. Up the Toon, marching on together. We'll see you next season, Chris, and hopefully be down there and we'll meet up for a pint, mate, when we come down. Last few comments. I'm not even going to read that out. Bazza disappeared into the glory hole. Whilst I want Bruce gone, am I alone not wanting Eddie Howe in as a replacement? I think
Eddie
that's
Howe's
if a takeover doesn't go through.
Celtic, Paul.
He's going, is he?
I think he'll go to Celtic.
Right.
In the summer.
See, I think Palace would be a good fit for Eddie Howe as well.
Yeah, there's talks about he could go there as well.
There was talk a couple of weeks ago, wasn't there? But hell knows. Tangy says Baz froze on the stream because he was underneath frosty knickers.
Oh,
God, man, here we go again. Who should I put in first? I'll put John in first. See what? No. So it's Barry in first, and then John.
Yeah, we
go. Back to normal. It's weird when you aren't in position. Now they said that last week about being in the right places on the stream. Kobe says John asked Joe Linton, "Who are we meeting tonight?" Joe replied, "Phil McCracken." John didn't know what to do. Tom says, "Hoping Mackems lose to Lincoln." Yes, we all do. We all do, Tom. Judy says, "Well, if it's coming to the end of the night, I'm off to find where that missing Yahtzee dice went." I don't even want to know where that dice is, to be honest. I really don't. It's actually scary as to where that dice might be. But hey ho. Warren says, "Great show again, lads, tonight. Enjoyed it as always. A good laugh. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week. And the Toon gets some good results against Sheffield and Fulham. End season strongly. How are the lads? Cheers, mate." Charles says, "Peter is a love child between Jabba the Hutt and Ann Summers." Wow. Oh my God. Kevin says, "Oh, come on, don't block Barry. Let him make a twat of himself. He's probably got any mates." Listen, he can still put comments down below, I believe, after the show, but we'll see. Judy says, "If so, trolls, then Bazza needs the layer slave bikini as he sits just underneath Peter." Oh, God. Barry in the Princess Leia bikini? Nah, I'm not having that.
I've not seen that before.
I'm not having it.
Yeah. Why is it really bad?
Well, it's you in a bikini for one. Yeah. I don't think we want to see that, Barry.
I'll lose another half a stone. I might look all right.
Judy says, "Final question for the night, then. Favorite action movie?"
Die Hard.
Mine is oh God, Bad Boys.
That's good. I'll give you that.
Peter?
Oh, to be honest, I don't really have a lot of favorite movies. It's just a whole ton of them I like.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, it's got to be one. Come on.
Oh, this either just isn't. There's just so many I like.
John?
I like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that. I mean,
he's going for Terminator, isn't he?
Too easy. Yeah. I like that as well, man. I like I said, like Wesley Snipes. I think he's a ledge, absolute ledge. Yeah, Denzel Washington,
So John's just naming every actor in Hollywood now. Warren, thanks for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jules is laughing again. I feel like jumping off my roof. Please don't, Thomas. Last question. Will Bruce be in charge next season? If he is, it will still be a great season. I'm not having that. Into the fans forum on tomorrow night, Paul. No, it's not, Tom. It will be press conference reaction and match preview tomorrow night. I've moved the fan forum to Thursday night, so just check on the YouTube page. All the shows that are coming up on my channel are listed this week. They're all there. So go and have a look. Kendo says, great show as always. Thank God it's Friday. Is now thank God it's Monday. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Kendo. Peter, change your surname to File.
Oh, wow.
That's terrible.
No.
Kobe, that's shocking. That like.
Oh.
Judy says, oh, sorry, one serious quick question. With the winner and relegation decided so soon, has this been one of the most disappointing seasons ever? It's been a strange one.
It's been a write-off.
Yeah.
They're normally all sorted by the end, before the last game of the season, though, aren't they? It's very rare there's still something to play for. It's normally top 4 that's left to play for.
Yeah. Strange. Andy says, I've got that pic of Barry in the bikini somewhere. That was a weird Tuesday afternoon.
We've had some weird Tuesday afternoons.
Yes, we have. Kendo says, I'm dying of oxygen deprivation from all the laughing. Judy says, Jules, Andy, Andrew, Tom, might, even if you like Brucey, Bazza, Pete, Paul, John, subscribe to these legends if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Kobe says, I'm 17 and live in Bolton, so I can get the vaccine early because of the Indian variant. Should I get it now or wait till I get invited in a few months?
Just get the vaccine.
He's asking us. He's asking us for.
I have no idea. I've had mine on Saturday. Do it.
Your choice. Go for it exactly. If you think.
It's your choice. Will you buy Castori shirt? If they fit me, I will, yes. Right. We have come to the end of, we've gone on for 2.25 hours. It's been an absolute brilliant show again. Thank you for all the comments that have come in tonight. You are absolute legends out there. Thank you for the super chats that have come in. Really do appreciate that. Just never forget Barry's ball tonight because, we may never see something as beautiful as that ever again.
Once in a lifetime. Thanks again, Sean.
Yes, get a screenshot of it.
Fantastic.
Thank you for everything, for the comments tonight. We've had an absolute blast. Barry will probably try and shut this channel down again like he does every single week. Thank you. But thank you guys for watching. You guys, thank you again, Peter, Barry, and John for joining the show. We'll be back next week where we will probably talk about a couple of football matches, a little bit of a review of the season, and then the show will go to shit again. So it's bound to happen. Hopefully Peter will be awake next week as well, because he looks like he's had a horse tranquilizer tonight. I don't know what's the matter with him.
I think it's all the laughing what I've been called every day with the booklet.
But anyway, it's been great. It's been another Four Horsemen show, and we'll see you again at 8 o'clock next week. I'll be back tomorrow night with Jade for the match preview and press conference reaction, and that'll be with at 8 o'clock. Peter, what's coming up on your channel this week?
Just the preview, quick thoughts, player ratings.
Baz?
I've got a great breaking down Wolves on Tuesday, 7:30, an ex-alcoholic still fighting addiction. It's going to be a great listen for anyone who's had to go through lockdown themselves. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And John?
I'm going to do, hopefully, the press conference reaction tomorrow. If you're doing it, then I might just do the match preview, or I might try and get a Sheffield United fan to come on the chat if I can get it. And then on Thursday, I'm going to try and get a Fulham fan to come on my chat as well if I can get it. And then the watch along on Wednesday reviews.
Yeah.
And hopefully more to come.
You sure that's it? The list is not longer?
Yeah, we should have asked them at 8 o'clock when we started. We'll start the show now.
And most importantly, Paul, you got to send us that link for me.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll not forget me. I'll do it straight away when I've unpacked the studio. Right. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. This has been the Four Horsemen. We bid you farewell till next Monday at 8 o'clock. Good night, everybody.
Be strong.